अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर अशहदु अन्ना अली अमीरुल मोमिनीन वलियुल्लाह अशहदु अन्ना अमीरुल मोमिनीन हुज्जतुल्लाह हय्या अलस सलाह हय्या अलस सलाह हय्या अलल फलाह हय्या अलल फलाह हय्या अला खैरिल अमल हय्या अला खैरिल अमल अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अल्लाहुम्मा अज्जिल क़ल्बी बारों व अमली सारों व आशी कारों व रिज़्क़ी दारों व औलादी इब्रारों व अज्जलीन दा कब्र में नबी का मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम मुस्तक़िम व करारन बिरहमतिका या रब्बल आलमीन अल्लाह
शरीरों में काफी छुट्टियां मनाते हैं ये जो साल में 5 Okay, if I reach your call back. मैंने आपसे एक क्वेश्चन ओपिनियन मांगा था किस पे व्हाट्सएप पे हाँ व्हाट्सएप पर तो बहुत ही मुझे शायद ऐसे भी नहीं देगा अच्छा व्हाट्सएप पर मैं ऐसे ही देखता हूँ कि कभी नजर आगे तो आगे बचे आप तो सॉरी मैं देख रहा हूँ यूट्यूब का वीडियो भेजे नहीं देखेंगे देखिएगा अच्छा
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العلي العظيم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا العبد المؤيد والرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه ومتقن خطابه اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى. أوصيكم عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله. One week passed from Eid al-Fitr, and even though this the last Eid was also the subject of controversy, but alhamdulillah still, many of the mu'mineen celebrated the Eid with the rest of Islamic nation, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of us to return to, inshallah rahman, the real Eid. The real Eid is the Eid of unity. You see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says, إِنَّ هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاتَّقُونَ. In another verse, the end of the ayah is وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُونَ. It is either فَاتَّقُونَ or فَاعْبُدُونَ. It means that in order to achieve taqwa, we need two things. One is taqwa, the other is tawheed. We cannot have tawheed without wahdat. Tawheed is, we say Tawheed that we believe in the oneness of God. This is not an abstract oneness of God. What is the concept of unity in practice? And in practice, unity is Tawheed. That's why one of the scholars, his name was the late Sheikh Kashif al-Ghata. He has very nice statement. He said, بُنِيَ الْإِسْلَامُ عَلَى كَلِمَتَيْن. Islam was based or is based on two words. كلمة التوحيد, the word of Tawheed, وتوحيد الكلمة, and unifying the word or the practice of unification. كلمة التوحيد وتوحيد الكلمة. You see that actually they are the same words, but the location of the words would be different. But actually it has the same meaning. كلمة التوحيد means actually the oneness of God. But Tawheed al-Kalima means the unity. So Islam is based only on these two things. Kalimat al-Tawheed wa Tawheed al-Kalima. So it is very important that we get the concept of Eid. The Eid is returning to the to the unity of God in practice. In practice, our deeds should represent, salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, should represent the Tawheed. That, for example, when the Quran says, اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى. In order to get the justice, in order to achieve the justice, you have to have the state of taqwa. Without taqwa, you cannot get justice. Without taqwa, you cannot get tawheed. Aqrab in Arabic means closest, closer. If you want, justice, you have to exercise taqwa. I'dilu, it means be fair. هو أقرب للتقوى. That's why Imam Ali alayhi salam, and when he talked about the concept of Eid, he said, every day can be the Eid for you, by one condition. If you are not doing the wrong thing, that day would be the Eid for you. كل يوم لم يعص فيه الله فهو عيد. Every day you don't do isyan. Isyan is disobedience of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or not doing evil. Every day you are not doing evil, this is the Eid. Because you have to strive not to do the wrong thing. As I said, this is the nature of human being. Because the human being was created free to do the good and evil at the same time, having the choice to do the good or bad. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. The Quran says, فَأَلْهَمَهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him to make option between fujur, between the wrongdoing, between the evil, and taqwaha. Taqwa means that to do the right thing, what taqwa will tell you to do. Between virtue and vice, you have the option. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. So that's why, we say that, there is fast, and after the fast, there is feast. Is that right? First you are fasting, then there is Eid. There is no feast without fast. This is the reality in this world. No feast without fast. Because always feast and fast are together. Because you cannot, understand the feast if there is no fast. It is like the Quran says, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. If there is no usr, there is no yusr. Yusr means the ease. You cannot actually achieve the happiness without hardship. This is what the Quran says. Ya ayyuhal insan, oh man, innaka kadihun ila rabbika kadhan famulaqih. You are struggling. Kadh in Arabic means struggling, to strive. إنك كادح. Kadih is here is the subject of kadh. That you are kadih. You are doing kadh. إنك كادح إلى ربك, towards your Lord. كدحا, constantly. فملاقيه, till you meet your Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Lord. In Surah Al-Inshirah, we read that فإن مع العسر يسرا, إن مع العسر يسرا. Why it is repeated twice? فإن مع العسر يسرا is one verse. The Quran says إن مع العسر يسرا, again repeating the same ayah after the first ayah. Maybe this is the indication. Don't expect that there is only one hardship in life. No, this is the cycle. The cycle of hardship and ease. Hardship and ease. Hardship and ease. And this would be continued through your life. When you are done with one hardship, don't think this would be the end of hardship. No. There would be the next hardship. And this would be continued till you meet your Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Lord. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. When you are done with one hardship, expect the next hardship. فَانْصَبْ. Nasb in Arabic means the hardship. So you have to be ready to go through the hardship again. فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب, till you are reaching your Lord. Maybe this verse first was for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also was going through the hardship in order to achieve his goal of spreading the word of La ilaha illallah. And he was constantly going through the hardship of achieving his mandate. That's why Quran says that فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. You have to expect this hardship to be continued till you meet your Lord. So that's what I said last time. This is the life of challenge. Challenge, we have to expect and we have to accept. Expect and accept the challenges of life and exercise patience in order to make the encounter of hardship actually acceptable to us. And that's why they say, you have always to challenge your limits, but don't limit your challenges. Remember this statement. Challenge your limits, don't limit your challenges. And this is the reality of life. This is what the Quran says. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. Why? It means there is no limiting for the challenges. This is what the Quran says. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. So, as I said, we cannot understand the feast, the Eid, without understanding the fast. They are together. So if you want to feast, you have to fast first. And as we say, for example, we have to fast. We have to understand from the siyam, from the fasting, that we are fasting from being judgmental towards other people. Okay? And actually, so if we are fasting from this negative thing, then we are qualified, to feast on being open-minded. We have to be open-minded and impartial in life. No, open-minded, impartial. This is what the Quran says. "I'dilu." This is the standard for your life, that you have to be fair in your life, in every aspect of your life. You have to fast from disunity so you can feast on unity. You have to fast from being ungrateful towards your Lord, towards other people, in order actually to feast on being grateful actually to yourself, to others, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to fast from being discontent in this life in order to be content and to feast on being content, as the Quran says, to be radiyat mardiyah in this life. You know, that's the ultimate feast, the ultimate Eid, that you are radiyah mardiyah. So sometimes we have the negative thoughts that will produce actually the frustration and despairs to us and others. We have to feast on the actually being, to have inspiring thoughts, to be optimistic, not to be pessimistic. You know, this is the very important thing that there is a hadith, I don't know if you heard this hadith from, is narrated from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. It says, تَفَأَّلُوا بِالْخَيْرِ تَجِدُوهُ. If you are adopting actually the good amen in your life, you will find it. If you are optimistic, you will find the hope at the end. That's why the Quran says, وَلَا تَيْأَسُوا مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ. Don't be despair of the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, this is the, actually in Surah Yusuf, it's in the story of Yusuf and Yaqub alayhi salam and his sons. وَلَا تَيْأَسُوا مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ. That desperation is actually part of munafiqeen and kafirin, not the mu'mineen. Mu'min is always optimistic. And even in the battlefield, they find out the optimism here. That's why they say, هَلْ تَتَرَبَّصُونَ بِنَا إِلَّا إِحْدَى الْحُسْنَيَيْنِ. I'm coming to the battlefield, no matter what happened. I'm striving for my cause. Either I get killed, this is good. If I am actually victorious, this is good. In both situations, actually the result would be good. So also we have to be fasting from anger. You know, this is a very important thing. You know, we have to fast from anger in order to feast on patience. You have to exercise the patience when you are in a state of anger. We have to fast from the hostility towards other people in order to feast on compassion. And, if you just see that this is the meaning of Eid. The Eid means that we are actually living the vices and returning to virtues. Fasting from shaitan in order to feast on Rahman, to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is that loving of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? As I said last time, that taqwa, sometimes some people, they emphasize or highlights the negative aspect of taqwa, which is fear or punishment. But as you see, the taqwa also implies love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To have a relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala based on love. And as I said, you are not just fear of the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you fear that you lose the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You lose the respect of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're having the fear of forgetting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have the fear of losing Rawhullah. We get the desperation, وَلَا تَيْأَسُوا مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ, as the Quran says. So this is actually the concept of fast and the concept of feast, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of us to reach the essence of Eid, inshallah rahman. And as the Imam, this is also the hadith from Imam salawatullah alayh. It says that لَيْسَ الْعِيدُ لِمَنْ لَبِسَ الْجَدِيدِ إِنَّمَا الْعِيدُ لِمَنْ خَافَ الْوَعِيدِ. The Eid is not for the one who is wearing the new clothes. The Eid is for the one who is capable to avoid the evil, and the one who actually knows the consequence of doing evil. That's why he's not doing the evil. So that's why the Quran says, وَلِبَاسُ التَّقْوَى خَيْرٌ. The clothes of taqwa is the best and is the good one. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we, alhamdulillah, tailored for ourselves after the months of Ramadan, the cloth of taqwa, inshallah rahman. As the Quran says, Allahumma bihaqqi Muhammadin wa aliyan wa Fatima wal Hasan wal Husayn faj'alna min al-muttaqin, inshallah rahman. Bihaqqi Imam al-Muttaqin Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullah alayh. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا العبد المؤيد والرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين الصلاة والسلام على أئمة المسلمين سيما أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله عليه وصل وسلم على سيدتنا فاطمة صلوات الله عليها وصل وسلم على سبطي الرحمة الحسن والحسين وعلي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة القائم المنتظر. اللهم اجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه والمدافعين تحت لوائه. أوصيكم عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله ونظم أمركم. As I said, the important message of Eid al-Fitr is that we are being capable to make our souls to the extent that we are capable to depart from the evils in this life. And you see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran talks about many types of evil that mu'mineen should try to avoid by exercising taqwa. One of the things would be the anger. The anger is actually the challenge for every one of us. This is the reality. Anger is not bad. Anger is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the anger for not only human being, also for the animal, for survival, for protection. And so it is not wrong. So when it would be wrong? It would be wrong when it is actually beyond the state of moderation. I said, this is what the teachings of Islam, that you have to adopt moderation in every aspect of life. And this is the morality. This is the meaning of morality. Morality means that you are capable to exercise moderation in every aspect of your life. This is actually the meaning of morality. So the anger is good if it will promote the good. No, because you cannot protect yourself. If there is no anger, then people will not protect themselves or protect their rights or to protect their families. You see that? You see that even the animal, when you put the animal in the corner and it has the babies, they would be angry. Animal to protect, the family here. So this is the issue, that the anger is not bad, but the anger is bad when it goes to extreme. And also it is bad if it is not used at all. It should be in the wasat. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. I was reading a research that, sometimes the anger will promote a steady relationship in families too, because, the issue is that if you forgive so quickly, then you have to expect reoccurrence of the problem in future. So when you show some assertion and actually the shape of mild anger, then you can expect that the other party will respect your right, and this problem would not be continued in future. Okay, so the anger is good, as I said, when it is used in the right manner, because sometimes you cannot promote the justice without actually using the anger to pursue that. This is the important thing, that you cannot even protect you see that some people, they are exercising violence. If you don't show the anger, then they think that they can continue to do what is wrong. Okay, so this is what the Quran says: لا تظلمون ولا تظلمون. Don't do zulm to other people, and don't let other people to do zulm on you. Sometimes, you don't need to get physical. You just show that you are not happy with the behavior of someone, then he will stop to do zulm to you. So They said we have 3 types of anger. The anger would be bad when it will turn to aggression and violence. Some people, they are using the anger in order to bully other people. This is what they do. And, it was used to actually to reach the state of dominance and wants to be, I'm the boss, so you have to accept. But sometimes you see that it would be the other extreme. The other extreme is that some people, they internalize their anger. And you think that, he's so calm. But no. The anger is brewing. And actually in his heart. And even in the Quran, you see that we have different words for anger. You see that one word is ghazab. What the Quran says, وَإِذَا مَا غَضِبُوا هُمْ يَغْفِرُونَ. When they have anger, they are capable to cover up their anger and not to act upon the anger. Okay? But also the Quran says another word for the anger, which is ghayz. Ghayz, what is the difference between ghayz and ghadab? Ghayz is also in the Quran says that khalaw, when the munafiqeen, they are actually, first they say to you, okay, we are with you. When they are with the mu'mineen, they say we believe as you believe. وَإِذَا خَلَوْا, when they are alone, not with the mu'mineen, عَضَّوْا عَلَيْكُمُ الْأَنَامِلَ مِنَ الْغَيْظِ, they bite their fingertips out of anger. You see that sometimes? Some people, when they are angry, they are just biting their lips, for example, their fingertips. So this is what the Quran says. عَضُّوا عَلَى الْأَنَامِلِ مِنَ الْغَيْظِ. Then the Quran says, قُلْ مُوتُوا بِغَيْظِكُمْ. Die by your rage. So what is the difference between ghayz and ghadab? Ghadab, you are showing your anger. But ghayz, you are not showing your anger. Which one is more dangerous? Sometimes this ghayz is more dangerous than ghadab. Because sometimes you see some people, they are internalizing their anger. It would be accumulated, then it would be exploded. You see that you are listening in the news, someone went to the school and killed 50 students. How this happened? It didn't happen by one night anger. This was accumulation of anger. This is the ghayz. Also, there is another word in the Quran. It is called sakhat. Sakhat. Sakhat is also this type of anger. But sakhat in Arabic means the mild anger. This is the state of discontentment. You don't have the state of riza. In anger, you believe that the other person did wrong to you. Okay? But in sakhat, nobody did wrong to you, but you are not happy. Okay? You are unhappy about the situation. That's called sakhat. There is a verse in the Quran says, Ya Rasulullah, when you give to these people ghanima, some people, they are razi, radaw. But if you don't give them from the booties, they are sakhat. It means that they are discontent with you. And, because at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Prophet decided to actually distribute the ghanima to certain people. The people who didn't receive the ghanimat, they came to Rasulullah and said, you are not just, you are not fair. You see that this is the freedom. They can say to Prophet, you are not fair. Then what was the answer of Prophet? The Prophet said, if I'm not fair, who would be the fair person? If I'm not fair, who would be the fair? Who would be the just? But some people, they are getting so enraged, You see that this is what will happen. That if you see that someone said something wrong about you, you are getting angry. Is that right? Raising your voice, raising your voice is okay. It is assertive anger to protect your right. But sometimes you see that people, they are not capable to control the anger, so they return to the violence. But if the anger is internalized, it will turn to depression, and this depression would be also very dangerous in the long term. So that's the issue. Inshallah Rahman, I'm going to maybe elaborate on this topic, the topic of anger, because I see that sometimes, the relationship would be actually destroyed by having the anger on trivial things, very trivial things. I just received a call from a young lady, and she said that, Maulana, can you do my marriage ceremony? I said, yes. And suddenly, she said, no, I cannot do it. Why? Because I had a, argument with my father, and he was angry. He said, I'm not going to participate in your wedding ceremony. So that's why, this wedding ceremony was postponed, because you see that sometimes that very heated discussion would go very in unhealthy way, to the extent that they make decisions and actually they regret these decisions later on. So this is the issue, that the reason that it is not good to do the things based on anger, because usually the decision would be wrong, and then we will be regretful for the decision which we made based on an anger. Okay, so that's why, what the Quran says. Quran says that وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ. That here you see the Quran is using the word of ghayz. كَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظ doesn't mean that just to suppress your actually anger. No, you are capable to be master of your anger. You are not a slave of your anger. You are not acting upon your anger. And this is very big challenge for everyone, even for mu'mineen, even for maulanas, for maraji, scholars. And so that's why, I think that, we don't know, maybe in the day of judgment, many people will fail to pass the sirat because of anger. They were not able to be master of their anger. That's why it is very important during the months of Ramadan, we should know if we were capable to have some masteries about, mastery about our anger or not. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be among of those, as the Quran says, وَالَّذِينَ يَجْتَنِبُونَ كَبَائِرَ الْإِثْمِ وَالْفَوَاحِشَ وَإِذَا مَا غَضِبُوا هُمْ يَغْفِرُونَ. And that, those who are avoiding the major sins and the shameful deeds, and when they are angry, they forgive. This is the important thing. Forgiveness Sometimes forgiveness, when it is not important if you forgive, it is important when you forgive. Are you ready to forgive at the time of your anger? Oh no, you forgive 1 month later, 10 days later, 1 hour later, at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Prophet was passing through a cemetery, and a lady was crying with impatience over her loved one. And Prophet was trying to calm this lady down, said, exercise patience. And she said, oh, you are not dealing with the situation which I deal. You didn't lose your loved one. I lost. So don't preach me. This is, what I actually can say from what she said. Not exactly, but this is what happened. And Prophet just passed. And this lady, she actually understood that she was wrong. So she came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, I was wrong. My apology to you. I said, you missed the challenge of exercising patience. At that time you had to exercise patience. Now you are calm. You have to exercise patience at the time of challenge. When actually the rage and sadness brewing in your heart, if you are capable to be from قاذمين الغيظ, then you are making your soul. So inshallah rahman, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to be from قاذمين الغيظ inshallah rahman. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن عليا ولي الله. أشهد أن عليا أمير المؤمنين وأولاده المعصومين حجج الله. الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح، حي على خير العمل، حي على خير العمل. قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح الله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لم تقولون ما لا تفعلون كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون. إن الله يحب الذين يقاتلون في سبيله صفا كأنهم بنيان مرصوص وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم لم تؤذونني وقد تعلمون أني رسول الله إليكم فلما زاغوا أزاغ الله قلوبهم والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين وإذ قال عيسى ابن مريم يا بني إسرائيل إني رسول الله إليكم مصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعدي اسمه أحمد فلما جاءهم بالبينات قالوا هذا سحر مبين ومن أظلم ممن افترى على الله الكذب وهو يدعى إلى الإسلام والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم من عذاب أليم تؤمنون بالله ورسوله وتجاهدون في سبيل الله بأموالكم وأنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون يغفر لكم ذنوبكم ويدخلكم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ومساكن طيبة في جنات عدن ذلك الفوز العظيم وأخرى تحبونها نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا أنصار الله كما قال عيسى ابن مريم للحواريين من أنصاري إلى الله قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله فآمنت طائفة من بني إسرائيل وكفرت طائفة فأيدنا الذين آمنوا على عدوهم فأصبحوا ظاهرين الله أكبر ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده الله أكبر الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده الله أكبر بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم والذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولا يتمنونه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده الله أكبر الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
اللهم صل على اللهم صل على
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما
اللهم صل على
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله سبحان
الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من نفس لا تشبع، ومن قلب لا يخشع، ومن علم لا ينفع، ومن صلاة لا ترفع، ومن دعاء لا يسمع. اللهم إني أسألك اليسر بعد العسر، والفرج بعد الكرب، والرخاء بعد الشدة. اللهم ما بنا من نعمة فمنك، لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن علي أمير المؤمنين ولي الله. أشهد أن أمير المؤمنين وجدت الله. حي على الصلاة حي على السلام حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على خير الأمل حي على خير الأمل. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي، وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه، وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين، وارحمهما يا رب كما ربياني صغيرا. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته يقوم وأقعد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
صل اللهم صل
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل وليك حجة الحسن صلواتك في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة ودليلا حتى تسكنه
اللهم صل على
اللهم صل على
Recite Surah Fatiha for all Muslim Marhumat, especially Ruqayya Khatun, Najmuddin Zawarsi, Jafar Zati, our Friday prayer members, Changiz Zati, Shujat Ali, Professor Muhammad Ayub, and Haider Raza Tatari. Please recite Surah Fatiha for all Please recite 5 times Imam Mujibo for those who are sick, especially Brother Asif Naqvi, Muhammad Raza, Brother Shafir Zadi, and all those Marhumin, all those Bimar.
أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون اللهم صل على محمد. By the way, maybe Brother Nayer said for the marhumin, but I think also marhumin, they are in a state of istirar and they need the rahmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We inshallah Rahman also from now on include in our recitation of Amma Yujib al-Mustar also the marhumin of inshallah Rahman mu'minin and mu'minat. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم محمد المصطفى صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. السلام عليك يا المرتضى عليه السلام. السلام عليك فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك فاطمة الكبرى والمؤمنين. السلام عليك أخونا المجتبى عليه السلام. السلام عليك حسين شهيد كربلاء عليه السلام. السلام عليك تسلم المعصومين من ذرية حسين عليه السلام. خصوصا أخيك أبو الفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين أختك زينب بنتك السكينة جملة شهيدان كربلاء وسيدان كربلاء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم غريب الغرباء. السلام عليكم معين الضعفاء والفقراء. السلام عليك الشمس والشمس. السلام عليك أنيس النفذ. السلام عليك يا المسمون بردة سلطان ولدنا لابن موسى رضا كن شفين شفي والدين يوم الجزاء. السلام عليك أختك فاطمة وصلكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم صاحب الوصف والسلام. السلام عليكم خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليكم مظهر الإيمان. السلام عليكم من سوى. السلام عليكم شريك القرآن. السلام عليكم من الزمن. أنا عزل الله تعالى فرجه وسأل الله تعالى مخرج ظهرك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.